Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. As always, I'm your host, Nug, and my co-host, Mwest. What's going on? Today, we're going to be talking about a topic that is pretty cool to me. The mid-gen refreshes of Xbox and really PlayStation. If you're not sure what a mid-gen refresh is, it's basically we're in the middle of the lifespan of the both Xbox Series X and the PS5. So now we're getting the PS5 Pro, and then Xbox did some refreshes as well with the new Series X's and the new Series S. So, what's your take on that so far, Wes?
Well, I think the PS5 Pro refresh is a significant refresh, and then like the Xbox, they're like color waves, additional storage, um, ability to run the chip a little bit cooler, things like that. I think it's okay if you don't have an Xbox, it's a great time to get one. And the holidays are coming, or right around the corner. My son has an Xbox Series S, and so I'm looking at some of these newer Xboxes, maybe an all digital Series X for him in all white because that's what the kind he likes. So I, I'm cool with it. I like it.
I'm glad you said that because it is a great time to get an Xbox, and I just got one. I already had one, but let me see if I can find it. I actually recently, you know,
I hope he trips over the Xbox and drops it on the floor on his way here to show us. He can't hear
hoping
me.
loser.
Oh, welcome.
So get zoom in real quick, man. Here we go. Look. I call myself right the head of the Xbox delegation. That is a self-inflicted nickname. I came up with it all on my own. Head of the Xbox delegation right here, baby. Those of you who don't know, I had the Xbox Series S. That's the digital one. But I had told West, and I'll tell you guys, I've wanted to upgrade to the disc one for a while. And I was just waiting on opportunity, and then to kind of come out with some games and like some reason to. And they came out with Call of Duty on Game Pass. I was like, you know what? I want to play COD and the best that I can. So there we go. But I think that their refresh is silly. And the reason I say that is because really both of the refreshes suck. But let's start with Xbox. So this Xbox right here is what, $500, $499, right?
hmm
$499. The new one is like six something, $650, $700, I think. Right? What's the new Series X going for? Series X 2 TB. I think it's $700.
It's $499.
No, it's not.
It aims to maintain the original
Yeah,
$499 price point,
$600 at
despite
Best Buy right now.
hmm,
Yep, the Galaxy Black special edition, $600. And so
that's crazy.
600 to me, even though it's only $100 more, I don't think anybody needs 2 TB of storage for games. You don't have that many games that you're playing at one time. Even if you were to download Call of Duty, NBA 2K, what's another heavy game? GTA 5 and 6, you shouldn't be at no 2 TB of storage.
Brother,
That's
what are you talking about? I'm sitting at 3 TB and an extra mini external, and I'm still
you're
loaded up on games.
you're
I'm
not playing
bloated.
all of those games.
I'm a digital hoarder. Get off me. Let me be a fatty.
Yeah, exactly. You're hoarding at that point. So to me,
I
that
want to hoard. I got my Destiny. I got my Call of Duty. I got my Dragon's Dogma. I got this. I got that. I got all sorts of stuff. I got legacy Xbox 360 games. I'm keeping it all.
don't be like West, okay? West has a problem, and we'll touch on that later. I'm gonna give him the number, the hoarder's number. I know there's a helpline
You're
somewhere. There's a
you're crazy if you think I'm a. My homie
dude.
might be like, "Yo, we jumping on Destiny right now." I'm like, "Oh God, no, I gotta."
You know what
No,
you
I'm
sound
keeping
like?
it.
You sound like those damn
Street Fighter.
dads. You sound like those dads who just keep random junk in the garage, hoping that one day somebody will come be like, "Does anybody have a doohickey like this?" And we say, "Oh, you know what? I have a doohickey. I've been waiting on."
1000%. I
You know,
keep
I've
my
been,
Call of Duties, my Fortnite updates, my Dead by Daylight.
you
All
know,
my stuff is up to date.
Wes has been waiting 6 months for somebody to ask him to play Dead by Daylight. They play that game. They'll probably play it on Halloween and not again for a whole year. You can keep it down. Don't be like West, guys. Do not be
May I
like West.
add? I'm gonna add one thing. And so while my first opinion was I think that the refresh is okay. Here's why I think it's stupid.
Okay.
I'm upset at Xbox for making a Series S. They should have just made the Xbox X digital edition, sort of like the same thing the PlayStation did, and had it for a
Yeah.
cheaper price. I think the Xbox caused some issues within some games availability on the platform, and we lost out on, I think, Wukong to a certain degree, right? So
Hmm.
I
Not
think
just Wukong.
Xbox multiple games, right?
Yeah, I think
So
Wukong, Helldivers. What was another one? But yeah, keep
a little
going. Sorry.
Yeah, so overall, I'm a little irritated with Xbox for making this move. Maybe in hindsight, they thought the Series S was the best move for them. Just have a console that people can really pick up and get into. But this all digital model that's all white, I think we should have had this a long time ago. Especially, you
I
guys
agree.
have analysts studying the market, and the people are saying like, "Yo, the all digital PlayStation is the thing." Go ahead, get rid of the Series S. Go ahead and make it all digital, and you could have had three price tiers if you wanted to.
I
I just think a little too late.
I like the Series S, and the price point was really good. It's just the hardware didn't do what they wanted it to do. However, the Series S is a great console because it's 200 something bucks, 250, 270, 280, 300 new, like, you can get this at a very affordable price, which is why I got
Yeah.
mine. I got mine so early. I got mine, first year it came out along with the PS5 because it was affordable. And even this year, a lot of people don't know, but the Series S was selling like hotcakes, especially where I work at a game store. It was selling like hotcakes because it's the lowest barrier of entry that you can get to play the newest college football, the newest Black Ops,
Mm.
the newest GTA when it comes out. So people were buying those so that they can play these next gen games, and it doesn't really affect those games. We're seeing drop offs in games like Wukong, Helldivers, things that are much more niche. So I'm not mad at it. I wish it was a bit more powerful, but I think they did a good job reaching their target audience. I have a lot of friends who like the Series S, but I also
Okay.
feel what you're saying too.
Fair. Fair.
Yeah, some of
Uh,
my good buddies all have Series S's. And it's because they'd rather get that than spend 500 bucks. So that's a lot to shell out at one time, especially if you're not somebody like you and I who are gaming every day or multiple times in a week or creating content for a living. So I get the price. It's just the hardware wasn't good for us hardcore gamers.
fair. I don't have anything else for this topic.
I
I think
do.
I'm good. Oh, okay.
PlayStation,
What do you
bring
got?
that ass here, PS5 Pro. You thought you was gonna
Wow.
get everybody want that
Wow.
trash. Trash. I'm gonna go the opposite of West when it comes to PlayStation. If you don't have a PlayStation right now, you're not gonna buy a PS5 Pro. You're not. It costs too much money, right? It costs $699. It does not have a stand that can do both vertical and horizontal, nor does it have a disk drive. You got to buy that separately. You might as well just
Okay.
go get a regular PS5 for 500 bucks. Call it a day. That's just me. I'm not a fan of detachable disk drives. I'm not a fan of digital only consoles at the same price or more than a disc console. I bought the Series S because it was $200 less. I'll sacrifice the disc for that. But
Okay.
if it's only $100 less, you might as well just go ahead and get the disc. That's just me. Especially with the way things are going right now, they're saying that we don't really own physical media. They're able to take things away at any given time. I don't think this is the time to be investing in only digital things.
Well, last time we talked about this, the PlayStation 5 Pro chat went off, or the folks went off on the videos, right? In the vertical and the long form, and they said a lot of people were with me. They are okay with getting a PS5 Pro. So, Nug, you're wrong.
Uh,
Hashtag Nug was wrong.
the people don't know what they want. I'm gonna tell you what you want. You don't want a PS5 Pro, okay? Because
They,
the selling point makes no sense. They're gonna let you play games in a higher resolution 4K. Bro, I don't want to dive too deep into this rabbit hole again, but higher
did you
resolution
see
4K is not enough for me to get a Pro right now.
did you see the thing that came out for Alan Wake? I think we talked a little bit about it, and you were like, hashtag West was wrong, where it was like Alan Wake on a PS5 Pro in performance mode running at 4K at 30. I'm like, at 30? I'm out.
Bro, nobody wants
Or
to
something
play.
like that.
I
Or
don't want to play Alan Wake again in 4K. Who gives a damn? There's not a
what
single game right now on the 4 or the 5 that I want to go back and play at 4K. Now there's some games on the 3 and the 2 and maybe that era of some games that I would like to see in 4K, but they're not remastering those. They're giving me Hogwarts Legacy and Horizon in 4K upscale. Those games look great already? Why the hell
yeah.
why are we giving Horizon a remaster? It looks good. To this day, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years later, why are we we need to remaster some of their older stuff. That's another rabbit hole. That's why I said, PlayStation's been pissing me off lately. So as of right now, man, I'm just the head of the Xbox delegation. So y'all add me on Xbox, man. At Yo Nug Game, y'all add me on Xbox. I'll let y'all in, to the club. Don't tell West. We meet
I'm not
every other
adding him.
Tuesday. We meet every other Tuesday. Um, so that's our Xbox meetings. Don't tell West though. He's not invited anymore.
I can't stand this guy. Let me tell the people what else you've been doing. He's been going back and just buying like old school games from back in the day for backwards compatibility, and he has a whole bunch of games that he shares with me on a weekly basis. And so I don't know. I'm
Yeah, they
happy
go
to
right
see
here.
him buy the games, but it's low key pissing me off. Go back to Sony.
That's another reason I got this Xbox, so I can play some of these older games, which some of them are good, some of them are not, but I'm not going to get too deep into the backwards compatibility because I have another take on that. But yeah, man, like I said, every other
Yep.
Tuesday Xbox meetup, man. I'm leading the delegation right now. We're under new management. The last guy, we had to get rid of him. He was bad news. I'm going to leave him nameless. So yeah, make sure you guys tune in, and I'll catch y'all on the box. We call it the
Yep.
box now. That's what we call it.
I'm out. I can't with you. Peace.
See y'all on the box, man. Yes, sir.